Timothy Olyphant set for Justified sequel series set in Detroit. Inspired by Elmore Leonard's City Primeval, FX is reloading with more Justified, by way of a follow-up series again starring Timothy Olyphant. The Cabler announced on Friday that Olyphant will reprise his role of U.S. Marshal Raylan Givens for Justified, City Primeval, a limited series inspired by the late Elmore Leonard's crime novel City Primeval, High Noon in Detroit. The original Justified series debuted on FX in March 2010 and ran for 6 seasons. Since wrapping his original stint as Raylan, Olyphant's TV credits have included Santa Clarita Diet, Season 4 of FX's Fargo, The Mandalorian, The Grinder, as himself, or a version thereof, and a Raylan Givens cameo on The Good Place. Justified. City Primeval finds Raylan still living in Miami, to which he relocated in the series finale. A walking anachronism balancing his life as a U.S. Marshal and part-time father of his 14-year-old daughter with Winona. His hair is grayer, his hat is dirtier, and the road in front of him is suddenly a lot shorter than the road behind, the synopsis tells us. A chance encounter on a desolate Florida highway leads Raylan to Detroit, where he crosses paths with Clement Mansell aka, the Oklahoma Wildman, a violent, sociopathic desperado who's already slipped through the fingers of Detroit's finest once, and aims to do so again. Mansell's lawyer, Motor City native Carolyn Wilder, has every intention of representing her client even as she finds herself caught between a cop and a criminal, with her own game afoot as well. These three characters set out on a collision course in classic Elmore Leonard fashion, to see who makes it out of the City Primeval alive. Given that Raylan is not a character in the source material, it appears he will in some ways supplant the novel's protagonist, homicide detective Raymond Cruz. Dave Andron and Michael Dinner, who were executive producers on the OG Justified, will serve as showrunners, writers and EPs, with Dinner directing. Olyphant will also carry an EP credit, as will previous showrunner Graham Yost, among others. Justified was one of the most critically acclaimed shows of the past decade and an adaptation of Elmore Leonard's work that was so colorfully brought to life by Timothy Olyphant as Raylan Givens, Graham Yost and the entire team of producers, writers, directors and cast, FX Entertainment president Eric Schreier said in a statement. To have this group come together again with Tim as Raylan in a new and different Elmore Leonard story is thrilling. I want to thank our showrunners Dave and Michael, and their fellow executive producers Tim, Graham, Sarah and Carl, the Elmore Leonard estate as well as our partners at Sony Pictures Television, for making this possible, Schreier added.